of the box. You'll glue together 2 columns with 11 blocks in each. Be sure to wipe away the excess glue as you work. Now we'll glue all the way around the edges to form the walls of the box. Be sure to squeeze as you go to give it a tighter hold. Once the walls are complete, we'll add blocks to the edge of the top. This is the piece that will slide in and out. You want to make sure that these blocks stick out evenly. After your first box is complete, you'll do it 2 more times. Each box is made up of 57 blocks. I'll leave all the extra measurements in the description below. Now we'll be making 4 legs. Each leg is made up of 8 blocks. You'll glue them together in a straight line just like this. Now we'll move on to making 6 sidings. This is the piece the box will sit on. Each siding is made up of 5 blocks. You'll glue them together in a straight line just like you did with the legs. The box will sit on top of the sidings like this. We're going to add 1 block on the back of the sidings to ensure that the box doesn't fall off. We're going to glue it right in the middle of each of the sidings. Now we'll glue 3 sidings to 2 of the legs. I spaced my sidings out, leaving 2 blocks in between. But when in doubt, definitely measure it out because you don't want your boxes to be lopsided. Here I grabbed the box to be sure that my spacing was correct, to make sure it would sit and the boxes wouldn't overlap on each other. Once that's glued in place, you'll grab your other 3 sidings and 2 legs and you'll glue them in place. I laid mine on top of each other to make sure that they were even before it completely dried. Next, we'll glue together the top of the storage. It'll be 4 columns with 15 blocks in each. Next, you'll be gluing on these pieces to the legs. This was an afterthought, and this makes it more stable. I would definitely suggest when you're making the legs in the beginning to just add these on right away and not wait like I did. So after both sides are glued in place, now you're going to add on the top piece to your storage. Once it dries, now we're going to add our 8 nails and hammer the top and the bottom pieces in place. I would definitely suggest when you're doing these tumbler block projects that you start off with doing pilot holes before you hammer. It just makes it so much easier because I didn't do pilot holes with this. I just hammered it in place and I ended up having one of the nails go through the block. So yeah, pilot holes are your friend. You'll start by adding your 4 nails to the top and then we'll move down to the bottom and add 4 more pieces. This helps to make it more stabilized because, I mean, this is for a child and you know how children are. They pull on things, they knock things over, so you want it secure. And right here is why I say pilot holes are your friend, because I saw it was going in crooked and I kept pushing it hoping it would straighten out. But that's not the way nails and hammers work, so I had to redo it. But if you can, definitely do pilot holes before you nail with these. Lastly, you'll get to painting your piece. I work with just 4 colors, blue, yellow, red, and green. The choice is definitely yours. If I were to do this again, I would definitely sand it down all the way because some of the pieces are a little bit unsmooth like this, and just a nice sand will just make it nice and smooth for painting. And of course, my little boogaloo had to get in on the action because it is his, so he wanted to come and paint. So I let him paint all the drawers and he helped me out, and this is just such a fun project to do with your kids. It's a lot of nice bonding time. And there you have it, a Lego storage container. This is such a fun way for creative storage. Little Gravey loves that he can move the boxes around. Remember when you do this to measure and take your time. Well, I hope you all enjoy this and definitely give it a try.
Team Gravey, making things easy.